Okay, this is chapter 10, Globalization and Internal Strategies from Group 3. Next page po. Learning objectives. Define the terms globalization and internal strategy and explain how they relate to the tourism and hospitality sectors. Identify the key components that drive global expansion in the tourism and hospitality industry. Analyze strategies business can use to successfully expand their operation across international markets. Overview. The tourism and hospitality industry are undergoing a period of substantial global growth, driven by factors such as rising incomes in emerging economies, the increasing affordability of travel, and advancement in technology that facilitate global connectivity. This lesson and this less ginagalaw. This lesson explores how business in this sector approach globalization with a focus of strategic management, cross-cultural leadership, global marketing strategies, and the operational challenges they encounter when entering foreign markets. Ginagalaw niyo. Next. Okay. Globalization and internal strategies. Globalization involves the integration of countries, economies, and cultures facilitated by trade liberalization, communication, and transportation. It increases markets, cultural interaction, and economic expansion, but also possesses challenges. Internal strategy refers to the strategies companies use to grow and compete in international markets, such as exporting, licensing, franchising, joint ventures, and subsidiaries. It helps businesses improve brand visibility, gain competitive edge, and adapt to diverse cultural and economic contexts. Next page. Okay, next na. Yung magbabasa dyan.
Here's the definition, example, and explanation of the importance of international strategies. Definition. International strategies refers to companies' plan to extend their operation and business activities beyond in domestic market into other countries or region. This involve adapting the company's products, services, and business model to suit different cultural, economic, and regulatory environment. Example, a well-known example and successful international strategies is McDonald's. The fast food giant McDonald's has is expanded in operation to over 100 countries worldwide, adapting its menu and business model to suit local taste and preference. For instance, in India, McDonald's offers vegetarian option like Maklo Tiki Burger, while in Japan, it offers teriyaki McBites.
Ching, ikaw next.
Sorry, nakamute ako. Strategic planning. A deliberate process where a company analyzes potential international markets, develops a target strategy to enter those markets, considering factors like market research, cultural nuances, legal consideration, and competitive landscape, with the goal successfully established in growing operations in new geographic regions. For example, will be this company like Samsung decided to expand into the India market by partnering with local distributors, adapting their products feature to suit needs and investing in market campaigns to India consumers. Next.
Expanding operations globally in tourism and hospitality sector. Tourism and hospitality have wide-scale expansion possibilities since they can tap into both emerging economies and expand global middle-class market. A strategic plan combining market entry analysis with cultural adaptations and operational excellence and long-term sustainable strategies leads to success. To thrive in worldwide operations while becoming profitable business organizations must take deliberate planning together with effective execution. Next.
Localization and cultural adaptation. Localization and cultural adaptivity refers to how businesses, content creators, and organizations modify their product, services, or messages to fit the cultural, linguistic, and social norms for a specific target audience. Cultural sensitivity. Cultural sensitivity is essential for global business success. It means understanding local costumes, values, and social norms to connect with customers and avoid mistakes. Business must adapt language, food, religious considerations, and marketing to fit cultural preferences. Example, KFC in China, they had to change its slogan "Finger Licking Good" because the direct translation means "eat your finger off." This shows the importance of adapting language to avoid misunderstanding. Product and service customization. Product and service customization in tourism and hospitality means adapting offerings to match local customer preferences. This includes food, accommodations, entertainment, and customer service style to align with cultural expectation. For example, international hotel chains in Japan offer tatami-style rooms with futons instead of Western beds to cater to local guests who prefer traditional accommodations. Next.
Partnerships and collaboration. Ang pakipagtulungan sa lokal na negosyo, gobyerno at iba pang grupo ay mahalaga para sa matagumpay na pagpasok sa isang bagong merkado. Nakatulong ito upang mas madaling sumunod sa mga batas, makakuha ng koneksyon at suporta mula sa lokal na network. Bawasan ang panganib sa negosyo, pagandahin ang serbisyo para sa mga turista. Sa pamamagitan ng local partnerships, mas magiging maayos at matagumpay ang pagpapalawak ng negosyo sa turismo at hospitality. Halimbawa, isang airline company tulad ng Cebu Pacific ay naipag-partner sa mga local travel agencies para mag-alok ng promo packages. Dahil dito, mas maraming turista ang naengganyo na mag-book ng flights kasama ang hotel at tours na nagpapalakas sa negosyo ng parehong airline at travel agencies. Next.
Market research and selection. So, identifying target market. The first step in global expansion is choosing market that match your company brand like services and business model. To this business must conduct market research and analyze factors such as demographics. So, sino yung magiging target or yung customer mo, like kung anong age, income, and lifestyle. Number 2 is economic stability. So, is this counted that economy is stable enough for business growth? Number 3 is consumer behavior. What are the preference and buying habits in customer in that country? Number 4 is legal environment. What law and regulation might affect your business operation? So by truly assessing this factor, businesses can identify the most suitable international markets to enter. So market entry mode. Once the right market has been chosen, companies must decide how to enter it. There are several market entry strategies including franchising. So nagla-license another business to use your brand, allowing for fast expansion with lower cost and risk. Number 2, joint venture. Partnering with local company to share investment, resources, and profits. Number 3, merger and acquisition. Buying or merging with an existing business in the target market. Number 4, management contracts. Managing an existing business in another country in exchange for a fee. Number 5 is fully owned with subsidiary. Establishing a new independent company in the foreign market, offering full control but requiring significant investment. Choosing the right market entry mode depends on factors like available capital, risk tolerance, desired level of control, and the complexity of the local market. Business must weigh this consideration carefully to ensure a successful international expansion. Market branding. Market branding. Targeted marketing strategy. A clear marketing strategy is important when expanding to other countries. Businesses needed to adjust their ads and promotion to attract local customers. This can be done by using local media, working with influencers, running online ads, and joining tourism events. The key is to show how their product or services fit needs and wants of the local market. So branding and communication. Successful brands maintain a consistent message but also adapt to different cultures. This means adjusting their logo, language, and marketing style to match local preference. Translating ads and modifying products helps businesses stay recognizable while appealing to different markets.
Leveraging digital marketing. Wait lang. The global digital landscape provides vast opportunities for reaching international audiences. Leveraging online marketing tools such as search engine optimization or SEO, pay-per-click or PPC advertising, and social media platforms allows business to target specific regions and demographics with precision. Additionally, utilizing travel websites, online booking system and e-commerce platforms can simplify the customer journey and drive booking across multiple international markets. Sa panahon ngayon, napakalawak ng opportunity natin na hatid ng digital world para maabot ang international audience. Gamit ang online marketing tools tulad ng search engine optimization or SEO, pay-per-click or PPC advertising, at social media platforms, mas madali nang matarget ang specific na regions at demographics. Example sa SEO, pwedeng i-optimize ang website para lumabas ito sa mga page na search result. Kaya mas madali kang makakita ng potential customers. Sa PPC naman, nagbabayad ka para lumabas ang ads mo sa mga taong talagang interesado sa iyong product o serbisyo. Samantala sa social media mas mabilis mong maabot ang iba't ibang uri ng audience sa iba't ibang bansa gamit ang target ads at content marketing. Bukod dito, malaking tulong din ng travel website, online booking system, at e-commerce platforms para gawing mas madali at convenient ang proseso ng pagbili o pag-book ng services. Sa ganitong paraan, mas marami tayong potential customer mula sa iba't ibang panig ng mundo at mas madali silang mahikayat na mag-avail ng iyong offerings. Okay. Yun lang.
Operational considerations, legal and regulatory compliance. When doing business in different countries, it's important to follow their specific laws and regulations. This can mean hiring local legal expert to help with taxes, licenses, and employment rules. Businesses also need to be aware of data privacy laws like GDPR that affect how they handle customer information across the borders. Human resources and staffing. This involves managing people in the organization. Companies need to hire the right employees, ensure they are trained, and create a positive work environment. It's also about following labor laws and making sure employees are treated fairly. Next. technology and infrastructure. Modern technology is vital for global operations, encompassing reservation systems, property management software, payment gateways, and communication tools. Investing in reliable tech ensures seamless operations while optimizing digital platforms for local markets, considering language, payment methods, and technical requirements is essential for success. Global supply chain management. Managing a global supply chain means sourcing products from various countries while while ensuring quality, efficiency, and cost effectiveness. Building strong supplier relationships and maintaining a, a reliable logistics network are crucial for timely delivery. Companies must also be ready to address risks like geopolitical instability, natural disasters, and economic fluctuations that can disrupt operation. Next.
Building relationship and sustainability. Building strong relationship with local communities is essential for the long-term success of tourism businesses. This approach focuses on responsible tourism practices that benefit both the local economy and the environment, promoting sustainable development, engaging with local stakeholders such as government agencies and non-profit organizations and community leaders. Ensure that business operations are illegal with the community values and contribute positively to social and cultural well-being by prioritizing this relationship. Tourism businesses can create a more sustainable future while fostering trust, mutual respect, and shared prosperity and engagement. Helps ensure that tourism practices and respectful of the environment and community while also offering economic benefits. Environmental responsibility. Environmental responsibilities tourism refers to adoption of sustainable practices and minimizing the negative impact tourism has on the environment. As environmental conservation becomes increasingly important, tourism businesses are expected to implement eco-friendly strategies to reduce their environmental footprint. These include practices such as minimizing waste through recycling and reducing the use of plastics, con- conserving energy and water by using efficiently systems, and equipment utilizing sustainable materials for contraction and operation of reducing carbon emissions. By promoting greener transportation, option and sustainability activities that are measured help protect natural resources, reduce population, and contribute to a more sustainable tourism industry overall.
The necessity of continuous learning and adaptation in the dynamic tourism and hospitality industry. Companies must stay updated on trends, adapt strategies using market research and customer feedback, and cultivate cultural sensitivity to thrive in diverse international markets. A visual model depicts the continuous learning process as a journey from lifelong educational to skill development. New knowledge acquisition, and ultimately fostering growth.
Conclusion. So ang pag-expand ng isang negosyo sa turismo at hospitality sa ibang bansa ay mas malaking oportunidad para lumago ang kanilang business. Pero kailangan ng maayos ng plano sa pamamagitan ng market research, pag-aangkop sa kultura o mas malakas na branding. Maayos na operasyon or pagiging sustainable na mas madali ang pagharap ng sa mga hamon sa pagbuo ng matatag na presensya sa international market. Halimbawa, ang Jollibee, nag-expand sila sa ibang bansa para maging successful ito. Nag-research sila kung ano ang mga gusto ng mga tao doon. Ang tawag doon is market research. Nagdagdag sila ng mga pagkain, bagay kung ano yung panlasa ng mga lokal or culture adaptation. Mas pinanatili ang kanilang tatak bilang masarap at affordable na fast food. Siniguradong mabilis at maayos ang serbisyo, operational excellent at gumamit ng eco-friendly packaging. Dahil dito, naging patok sila sa international market. Yun lamang po. Okay na. Ano ako, Benj? Na-off record mo na, Benjo?
Hindi daw na-record, Pia.
Okay na? Stop ko na.
Mga demonyo ba kayo?